said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Special teams coming home, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab, it's Bean. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Rebels in the hurry-up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Back to throw, it's Hope. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Throws for the end zone. And this one's going to be knocked away. It's incomplete, and the defense probably saved itself there. That was a free play for the offense. The defense jumped.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Fit it in the window for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets the gift. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. As the Rooster throws, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Gamecocks will try to move the chains on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again. Into the end zone he goes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that D.
Gashing the D on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Rebels will hustle for the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Hope. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Back to pass. It's Hope. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and turning it off, headed to the end zone, and going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Brown has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can give this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Cooler 18! Cooler 8! Let's go! Let's go! He might want another play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got it, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Give to Brown.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Hope. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quickly complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
On the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers.
There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He's looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, South Carolina. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Look out, he's got room. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easy.
Gets open down the middle. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Hope. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Red pass, it's complete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be 3rd and long.
29 Philly.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Touch pass on the run. Breaks into the open.
This offense, man, staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Zings it complete to the right.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's taking the shot. He caught it.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw up. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The option look. Quick toss. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
66, Ole Miss, 10.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a... And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback.
Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss it. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, the running back has it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Hold and fire complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in, it's Sims.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Sims. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Finding an escape route. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
On the double.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Slam. There you go.
Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
On the option. The pitch. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Ready, set.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the... Guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They tackle. Onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Sims. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bean. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to Boston College. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st. Bringing it back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Hand off from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Looking to throw. They're working that left side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Let's it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. There he goes.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this, because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sets up the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Back open in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Pressure coming. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
29 Philly, 2-9
Use the play fake, now to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Sims. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.